I have been looking forward to this event ever since the publisher of the Mollie Makes books here in the US told me this was even possible because I am such a huge fan. So I'm going to try very hard not to fawn, slobber, and humiliate myself today. So because I may be the biggest Molly Makes fan, at least on the East Coast of the United States. I have to tell you, Laura. I'm so very, very excited to welcome to the party line Lara Watson, editor of Molly Makes magazine. So help me welcome everyone. Lara Watson, welcome, 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 Lara from the UK.
Oh,
Thank you so
thank
much for
you.
joining us
Thank you
today.
very much.
You're getting virtual
No
clapping
problem.
in the
Oh,
room
my
here
pleasure.
today. So,
I
so,
can see,
um,
yeah. Thank
yeah.
you.
So, Laura, are you a crafty girl too?
Oh my goodness, yes. Um, I craft whenever I've got a spare moment. I've always got some crochet in my bag. Yeah, we're big crafters, all of us on the team actually.
So now you get to craft at work as part of your job, which is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, we don't quite we don't really get time to do a lot of crafting while we're putting the pages together, but once we've finished, sometimes at weekends we all meet up in a cafe in Bath where we work with our latest projects, and we kind of catch up. We're all good friends as well as colleagues, so that's something we really like to do.
So now, how do you actually pick I mean, it's crazy because I get the magazine on my iPad, but I pick up the paper copies here in the US. Although we run a month behind here because of the time
Yeah.
it takes to come over on the boats to
Oh, yeah,
make
no,
it.
boats, it's crazy, isn't it? So antiquated.
Yeah, so it's great. Even on your website when I see the new issue come out, I can't wait to get my actual
Yeah.
hands on a paper copy, especially since you guys like to do these
Yeah.
little gifty things for us on the front, which
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
US
we
magazines do
love our cover
not
gifts.
do this.
Yeah.
We do, like right now the one that's on the
No.
stands in the US has the felty fox brooches on it, which are
Yeah,
just
that's right.
so
They've
darn
gone down a
cute.
storm in the UK. Like every show I've been to lately, I've seen someone wearing one, and I've had to stop them and say hello, thank you for making our cover gift. But they've been really popular. It's been great.
Yeah, and unfortunately they're not attached to the digital versions of the magazines. But
No.
no,
Yeah,
not
that's the one drawback of digital.
yeah, we don't get the
Yeah.
little gifty things. And American magazines just don't do the little gifty things. So we have to wait for the
Yeah.
actual paper version to come. But so so when you're
Yeah.
putting the magazine together and I mean, how do you
Yeah.
even pick through all this really cute, great stuff?
Well, we keep an eye on lots of blogs, things like Pinterest, and we're on a very crafty floor of magazines here at Future Publishing. So we all kind of collaborate a bit together, and we'll let each other know about new designers we've seen, or new designers who have books coming out that have beautiful projects in them, and we just get in touch with lots of different designer makers and ask them if they would make a variation on something that they sell in their Etsy shop, or something that we've seen on their blog. Ask them to like just expand on it maybe for the magazine. We're always trying to introduce new designers to people, um, and new blogs that you can follow really. Just trying to curate the best of what's out there.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that I really love about the magazine is even the advertisements in the magazine are for places that I would never even know existed.
Yeah,
And most of them
yeah,
have their own websites. So places that I would never even think about looking to shop where I find very, very cool things. And a lot of them are in Europe.
yeah.
So they wouldn't be places that I would see in American magazines. So it really
Yeah,
it
yeah, and
introduces
that's
us
nice.
to a whole new
Yeah,
world of design and crafts. So I even love just reading the ads in the magazine.
yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely. We, we try to keep it very international. Molly Makes. We don't like to be too local with it. So yeah, we try and get stories from all over the globe, really.
oh, fun. So now, how did the books come about?
Well, we have a really great relationship with Anova Books here in the UK, and they approached us to see if we wanted to do some books together, which we thought was an amazing idea. So we put our heads together and thought up some themes. We've had a Christmas book, a Feathered Friends book, and lots of other lovely bits and pieces. And the latest one is a crochet guide that's more of a techniques book as well as projects.
Yeah, the crochet book, which is actually the one I'm going to start with, is actually about twice as
Yeah,
thick as the other book, and the whole back half of the book is actually a
that's right.
how-to, right? So for people who
Yeah, it's
have
amazing. We it's like a crochet Bible.
I mean, I was really surprised because it's really designed for people who haven't crocheted.
Yeah, that's it. We really wanted to kind of compile lots of different levels of technique and ability in this one. Because a lot of the team only just started crocheting in the past year. And it's really surprising how quickly you pick it up and you can get on to quite meaty projects. So this book is perfect, really, if you're just starting or you fancy doing something a little bit trickier.
Yeah, and I think it's great for knitters who might even have used crochet a little bit, like a lot of knitters might use like a slip stitch or something to keep their knitting from rolling, or they've done something very basic
Yeah,
to their knitting, but they've
yeah,
never
or a nice
actually
poem.
created something with crochet. This book is really perfect for them, and the projects in them they're very cool, but they're really not difficult.
No,
So
they're not. There's some really quite basic ones like granny squares are where lots of people start with crochet. We've got a lovely blanket in here that you can get going on with that technique. Lots of lovely trims to add to tea towels and things, which are all quite easy as well.
yeah, so let's take a look at just a sample of the projects. So there's over 20 projects
Yeah,
in
okay.
here, and I just love this. This is very simple crochet, but what a cool idea for a
Yeah,
placemat where it's got its own little pocket for to keep your
I know,
silverware.
isn't it? Yeah,
Very
yeah, we love
clever.
this one. This project was designed by Lara who designs for us in the magazine as well every now and again. I think she's an Italian crafter, but she lives in the Netherlands now. So yeah, we commission her a lot to do projects in the magazine.
Yeah, very clever and not too difficult to
Yeah,
do, which is nice.
yeah, no, definitely. This one's quite a quick one.
I love this. What a great way to use up some beautiful fabrics too. Most of us have leftover fabrics. I have
Oh,
a closet full of leftover
absolutely.
fabrics and a little bit of crochet, which is just a little bit of edging.
Yeah,
I was telling you earlier. I think I'm going to do some placemats for my mom for Christmas using this technique. It's really it's just clever and it's really pretty.
yeah, it is. It's just that those kind of combination of textures is just so appealing, isn't it? It's just you just want to touch them. It's a really nice gift if you bind it all up like that with some lovely yarn. Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's and a great way to use up a little bit of yarn and a little bit of fabric, which and I
Yeah,
think that's one of the
yeah,
things that I really like about Molly Makes is, there's kind of there's the craft market that involves, buying like $400 worth of cashmere to make a small scarf. And then there's the craft
yeah,
market that really appreciates and this is really I see this with my son and my daughter-in-law where it's really about doing a lot with a little, and it's all about
Yeah.
the time and the love that goes into things, and
Yeah.
it's about what you create and about it's a very different it's just a very different take on crafting, and it's really about the love
Yeah.
that goes into it, and it's about the remake and reuse
Yeah.
and recycle, and the smaller
Absolutely.
projects, and
Yeah.
it's just it's and I think Molly Makes really speaks to that in terms of
Yeah.
that whole
Absolutely.
market, and it's really genius. I do really think it's
Yeah.
just genius,
I think
and
it's a more accessible way of getting into crafting, I think, and it's everybody's so busy these days. I know, I'm working nearly all the time, but having you still need a creative outlet, and so many of us are like, chained to the computer screen, 9 to 5. So it's just thinking of ways that yeah, you can use what you might already have, or not have to spend too much money on your supplies, and just enjoying it, and actually and the community around it as well. That's what we're really supporting.
yeah, it's really about the craftsmanship
Yeah,
as opposed to luxury. So I think that's
yeah, and
it's
it's also about just kind of having a go as well, and not worrying if it's a bit wonky or it's not perfect. That the whole point is that you've made it yourself. That's what we're all about.
yeah, and my daughter-in-law, my new daughter-in-law is one of those people. I mean, she appreciates the not the perfection, but how beautiful the imperfection is and how special that makes it. And I think
Yeah,
that's just
absolutely.
I think that's a beautiful thing about the generation that's coming behind mine, but also they're teaching us that. And
Yeah,
when I read the magazine, and when am looking at this book, and it reminds me really of why I started crafting, although not that I don't
yeah,
appreciate cashmere yarn, but it
yeah,
reminds me of the joy of just creating small projects with love, that
yeah,
and when I started
yeah,
crafting as well. So yeah, and Mary says everyone seems so appreciative of beautiful gifts like this, which I think is true. I think everyone does
yeah.
appreciate those too. So Candy asked, she loves these edges.
Oh, me
How does
too.
it join to the fabric? I think it's
I
blanket
think so.
stitched
You
to the
make
edge, right?
yeah, blanket stitch. I think sometimes you can make the hole first along the edges and then crochet into it. So if you make the hole at regular intervals, I have to look. I've got the book in front of me. I'm just going to have a quick look to see
Yeah, it
how this
looked
can
like
be
it
done.
was
Um,
like blanket stitched embroidered around the edges and then crocheted into the blanket stitch was what it looked
that's
like
it,
to
and
me.
then crocheted into that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it looked
yeah,
like.
that's it. That's how this lady does it. Beta
Yeah.
Bessie is the designer of this one. Yeah.
Yeah, really, just really pretty. Yeah, that's I know at least one person's getting something with that for Christmas this year. So, and I'll say these books really inspired me to make Christmas gifts this year, because I was actually thinking I wasn't going to do that this year. And these books really
Yeah.
inspired me to get back to that. I posted a picture of
Oh,
these
great. That's great.
on my Facebook page when I first got this book.
Yeah.
I thought these are so darling. The little like nesting, there all these don't nest. The little Russian dolls. Oh
Yeah.
my God,
I
how
know. They're
cute
so
are
sweet.
these? I mean, how could
They're very
anybody
cute.
resist
I
these?
mean, you can make these.
It made me want to crochet dolls. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Candy and
They'd be
Helene
great
said that they're so
raffles
cute.
for babies.
Yeah, how do you
I know.
resist
I can
these?
see it keeps popping up on my screen. They are cute.
They're just
These would make great rattles for babies. Um, or
oh,
or just soft toys, really. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're just too cute. They're just too cute. And then, pot holders
Yeah.
are just a classic gift, right? And especially if
Yeah.
you give them to somebody with like like a baking dish full of cookies or something, right? It's such a classic
Oh,
Christmas gift,
yeah,
right? So that it's
yeah,
yeah, so it's so you get a little bit of everything. You get some baking, you get some pot holders. I think that's a great holiday gift.
yeah.
I think it's a great holiday gift. And
Yeah, so
these
it's
are
so thoughtful, isn't it? Just to have something handmade.
yeah, and these are not your just average pot holders. These are really cute.
No,
Yeah, usually the pot holders are just
I
plain.
know. These ones are designed. Yeah, that's it. But these ones, I think the designer Emma Lamb, on the round one there, she's used two yarns run together, so you get that variegated, almost like tweedy kind of look.
Yeah.
And then the square one's got the popcorn stitch on it, which I'm just addicted to at the moment. I'm making popcorn stitch scarves for everyone I know this Christmas. So yeah,
Yeah, and great color. Just really great color.
yeah, awesome. Oh, they're beautiful. Yeah.
And these so much fun.
Oh,
These
aren't they? I know. They're great, aren't they? These ones are designed by Cara Midas, who works a lot on our knitting magazines at Future Publishing as well. So you'll see her work in Simply Crochet and The Knitter, Simply Knitting. Yeah.
yeah, that just made me smile. I just well, I had to put it in because they just made me laugh when I saw them. So there's a little
They're great fun.
sample.
Good, great for the kids.
Yeah, exactly. So and this and I know that the whole chicken and rooster motif is very big in the US. It's
Oh,
everywhere.
is it?
Oh, it is. It's
Hmm.
everywhere, especially for kitchen items. People are crazy for the whole chicken and rooster thing here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, great.
yeah, so this is all and well in the cover we'll show you these are needle felted, and I hadn't needle felted before that.
Yeah.
We have a guest coming on Friday. It's Carrie Chapin
Yeah.
coming Friday to talk about her book Feltlicious, which is all needle felted food. And they sent me a little kit
Yeah.
to do a needle felted chocolate chip cookie, and I had never done it
Oh,
before, and
brilliant.
I was really surprised. It's actually easy and kind of fun and a little bit addictive.
Yeah.
So these yeah
Yeah. I was
this little
surprised
rooster
actually
and
with needle.
yeah, I actually have quite a few holes in my fingers, but I think once you get the hang of it,
Oh no, yeah, I know it.
you don't
Gotta
bleed
be
as
careful.
much once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, it's quite expensive. Yeah.
I love this. The little owls reading.
Oh,
Oh my
I know,
gosh.
they're so cute. I have to tell, it's
What a
actually our deputy editor, Charlie Morby, who designed this one. She is incredible. She's so skilled with journalism and commissioning projects, but also making. She's just an amazing illustrator as well. So yeah, she's an incredible person to have on our team. But yeah, we love her projects. They're awesome, aren't they?
what a perfect little Kindle cover there. Oh my gosh. Little
Oh,
reading
it's
owls.
great, isn't it?
This is beautiful,
Yeah.
and what a pretty gift for newlyweds.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think
With
this is
the
an Emily Peacock design who makes lots of lovely tapestry kits in the UK. Um, yeah, we really love this one. It's awesome.
I agree. Really nice. I'm gonna have to cough for a minute. I'll be
It's
right
great
back.
to bring. Oh, no problem.
Oh goodness. Anyway, um,
Are you okay?
no,
You
it's
got
just
some noise
dry
there.
air. This is dry air. The air is really dry. So,
Oh, yeah.
and this is crocheted and felted or knitted and felted. I forgot. I thought it was crocheted and
I think
felted.
this is I think. Oh, I'm not sure. I think it might be knitted and felted this one.
Oh, I think you're right. With the little birdies, they're so
Yeah.
cute. The little
Yeah,
with their little
yeah. This is a
feet.
sweet one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I we love the styling with these books as well. They just yeah, it's just the perfect Molly mix of contemporary and kind of vintage looking
Yeah. And
yeah,
I
homewares,
want
things that
this.
we collect.
I want
Yeah,
this.
isn't it
I want
awesome?
this.
Yeah.
I want this. I want this. I don't use a coffee press, But I would buy a
You
coffee
have to
press
start
and
drinking coffee.
just put this like on the counter, dressed up like this.
Yeah,
But um,
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
and the colors are just absolutely
Yeah,
gorgeous. And well, the nice thing about working with felt is
yeah.
nothing shreds. There's no edges to turn under. I mean,
No,
it's
so easy to work with. Yeah, it's so
so
easy to work with.
pretty.
This is Laura Howard's design, I think. And yeah, she's amazing with felt. The way she layers it all up like that and stitches on it is just gorgeous.
Really pretty. And then the coasters are all part of this set here, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a coaster and cafetiere set. Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous. Someone's gonna make this for me, right? Someone in the room is gonna make this for me for Christmas and send it to me, right? Who's gonna make this
Yeah.
for me? I have no takers. What is this?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
disappointed. Oh, Mary thinks I'm kidding. Dead serious. And then this this is what I get for years of toiling away for these people. Anyway, so I've been totally abandoned. So and this is actually this is a notebook with a woodcut, right? Is this a woodcut or a paper?
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's a
think this is a
stamp.
line line open thing. Yeah. So you carve your own design and then yeah, just print it straight on. Yeah.
Really, God, it's just so clever. And I think, it's kind of the I guess it's that's really the hallmark of the Molly Makes, which is it really crosses lines between so many crafts. It's hand quilting
Yeah.
and paper crafts and knitting and crochet and I mean it's everything.
Yeah.
So and I've
That's it.
rarely met a knitter or a crocheter that doesn't do other things as well. I think it's really hard to
Yeah.
find a
I think
creative
it's
person that just does one thing. I think
Oh, I agree.
we need
Yeah. And
more.
I
We
think if
need
you're creative,
more.
yeah,
Yes.
you like to kind of try other things as well if you're a creative person. So it's just offering kind of easy ideas to get you just trying other techniques. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just require it. I think to like fill that
Yeah.
creative need that we have.
Yeah, definitely.
So that or we all have creative ADD and it, you know. We
Just
just
can't
require more
stop. It's just
stimulation than that. So I it could be one or the other.
yeah.
So and of course Christmas is coming
Yeah.
and in case people didn't know, but based upon the sheer numbers of people who have subscribed to my YouTube channel for how-to videos, I think holiday knitting is in full
Yeah.
swing at the moment. Is and this was the first of the books that was released in the U.S. I don't know if it was the first one that was released in the UK as well. This came out in
It
November
was.
here
Yeah, this was our first one.
last year, and actually,
Yeah.
this was my introduction to Molly Makes. It was the Interweave. The U.S.
Oh.
publisher sent me an advanced copy of this last year, and I thought, who are these people? They're brilliant, and
Yeah.
that that was when
Oh,
I went looking for you
that's
guys.
great.
So because I just fell in love, and well, first of all, I will admit I am a Christmas addict, as most of the Planet Pearlers know. I am totally, completely addicted to Christmas and not ashamed of it. But this was so cute, and so I was really delighted that there are more
Yeah.
books. More books came out this year, and that there are
Yeah.
more on the way, which is very exciting for me.
Yes, that's right.
This,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, how cute!
I
So,
know.
yeah. So tell us
So
about this little project.
well, this is designed by a lady we work with quite a lot called Gretel Parker, who's a needle felting expert, and she actually illustrates children's books with needle felted characters. That's her main job. But she also takes commissions from craft magazines as well. We're lucky to have her. I don't know if you've seen the cover of Mollie Makes that's got the little dogs on the front. Have you seen that one?
No.
We called them doglets. They're very cute. They're little dogs with berets on. They're so cute.
Oh my
It was
God.
probably out about a year and a half ago, but Gretel designed those. So yeah, she's a favourite from us. Yeah.
What a cool job too. That's what she
I
illustrates
know.
books with needle felted characters. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
these are
know. She's amazing.
beautiful.
She makes quite large characters, I think, as well as these small kind of trinkets and things. So yeah,
Oh,
she's amazing, amazing artist.
I'd love to have a whole tree with these. Although I already
Oh,
have
I know,
13
aren't they
Christmas
gorgeous?
trees, I really don't need any more. So and this is a really beautiful way to use up vintage fabrics and small amounts of vintage trim,
Yeah.
and it doesn't
Oh,
require
absolutely, and trims and
yeah, it doesn't require a lot, but if you've got like odds and ends and buttons that you love and little
no,
bits of trim and
yeah, yeah, and the
really
whole
cute.
mismatch look is kind of really, really in. It doesn't have to all kind of go perfectly together. It's yeah, it's just got that lovely kind of granny chic kind of feel to it. It's very, very sweet.
I love that. Granny chic, is that what we call that?
Yeah, granny chic. Yeah, we've we uh, we work with a lady blogger called Dottie Angel, and she kind of champions the whole granny chic movement. She wears lots of petticoats and clogs, and she's all about embracing your inner granny.
How
So
funny.
yeah, she really helps us with our issue. Actually, she's a great crafter.
How funny. Mary thinks these are a great idea too. And I will have to say, with when I read the magazine, I feel like I feel like I need a dictionary sometimes, and I know it's in English,
It's a,
but I feel
yeah,
like I need someone to translate
we've heard that from
sometimes.
our
Well, because the
I've had
slang
that
is
conversation
different.
with one of our
The slang is different.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the slang
I've
is
had that
different.
conversation with one of our European licensees. Actually, he said that they find it really hard to translate into German and into Dutch, etc., because it has got quite a lot of slang in it. But I think the idea with the tone of the magazine is that we want it to sound like you're just having a chat with your friends in the pub. Or you're at your usual kind of knitting group and you're just chatting to a friend. So that's why kind of I guess these English slang
Oh no,
terms
and
come into yeah.
I definitely get that. It's just been a long time since I've been in England, so it's like, huh. I mean, I
Mm,
get it from context, but
yeah,
yeah, I do
yeah,
compelled that if I'm near a computer that I look it up to see if it means what I think it does. But and
yeah,
it does. But I love that it has that casual feel to it, because it does feel like you're
yeah.
like
That's it. Yeah,
hanging out
we're
with your
kind of
younger British friends. So yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
love
it. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So this is so pretty, and I love that it was not done in green.
Really.
The
Oh, I know.
purple's
Yeah,
gorgeous. This purple's gorgeous.
it's
So
it's a really easy project, but it just I guess quite time consuming. But the effect when you finished is just gorgeous.
yeah, and this is all felt. It's all felt circles, right?
That's yeah, just ruffled up circles. Yeah, just folded and folded again, and then and pinned in place.
It's crazy. It's crazy beautiful, but it's crazy.
I know, isn't
Crazy in
it?
a good way,
Yeah,
though. Crazy in a good way. And
yeah,
and
yeah. You could
s-
do it with fabric as well if you didn't mind it looking a bit frayed around the edges. That would be fine.
and if you used vintage looking fabrics, you would be embracing your inner granny, right?
You would, yeah, you would.
I just love that. So, and these are so
Yeah.
cute. And of course, the reindeer with the little sleepy eyes is just, it makes me want to kiss it. I can't
Oh,
help it. I can't
I
help
know.
it. It just makes me
They're
want to kiss
so sweet.
it. It is very, very
Yeah.
sweet. It's very sweet. Yeah, and Helene
Yeah.
says this is just they're just so
Yeah.
sweet. And what child is not going to love
They're
these
cute,
finger
aren't they? They're
puppets? Yeah, so cute.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're designed by a lady called Kirsty Neal, who she's another multi-crafter. She does lots of paper craft and felt and sewing and stuff as well. So yeah, I love her style.
Yes. I agree. And of course a classic holiday garland, but done in a mix of vintage
Yeah,
and metallic paper. This is just really,
yeah.
really pretty. You could not have enough of this. This is like on
No,
the tree and in the doorways and from the ceiling
yeah,
and
down the yeah, absolutely. Down your stairs, yeah, down the
yeah.
banister.
And it's actually
You
sewn
could
on
even
your
put it
sewing
around.
machine.
Yeah, you just sew straight through the paper, through the middle. Yeah, um, and you can use any type of paper, even some newspaper would look gorgeous. So yeah, that's a really kind of cheap project to do. Just to go for a different effect. Try paper crafting.
Yeah, Kate says this is perfect for an entryway. Which I agree. I think you just couldn't have enough of that.
Yeah,
And so,
yeah, definitely.
and of
Yeah,
course, this book is going to be near and dear to my heart up here in the mountains with the Woodland Friends, which this book was just released.
yeah.
Actually, I think it was released today in the U.S. So I think it was released.
Oh, fab.
I think it was released last week in the UK. I think it was just released today
Yeah,
in the UK. And so here's
yeah, yeah,
a little lap quilt, which is small enough you could hand quilt if you didn't have a
yeah,
sewing machine. It's just very simple quilting and a great way to use small amounts of fabric. So this is really cute.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
reverse applique where you cut away the top fabric to reveal the one
That's it.
below,
Yeah, and
right?
then yeah, and you can keep those shapes and use them on other things. Yeah,
Oh, so you could use them
yeah. I
to,
really like this idea.
yeah, it's really, really cute and just the right size for
Yeah.
like coffee and cookies or biscuits if you are in the UK.